February 15th, 2026. The Department of Justice just announced they're done releasing Epstein files. Attorney General Pam Bondi said, quote, "All relevant documents have been disclosed to the public. There's just one problem. They lied." They released 3.5 million pages. Sounds like a lot, right? Except Jeffrey Epstein had 14.6 terabytes of data seized from his properties. That's 6 million pages, thousands of videos, hundreds of thousands of images. And they released 2%. Welcome to Political Pulse Daily. This is the cover-up they hoped you wouldn't notice. Let me break down the numbers real quick, because the math doesn't lie. In January 2026, the DOJ released what they called the complete Epstein files, 3.5 million pages. Massive drop, exposed Bill Gates, Elon Musk, Reid Hoffman, Prince Andrew. We covered all of it. But here's what they didn't tell you. When the FBI raided Epstein's properties in 2019, they seized 14.6 terabytes of data from his computers and servers, over 6 million pages of documents, 2,000 plus videos from hidden cameras, 180,000 plus images, encrypted hard drives, burner phones, external drives. All of it, everything. So if they seize 6 million pages and release 3.5 million, where's the other 2.5 million pages? Oh, but it gets worse. Because those 6 million pages, that's just the documents, text files, PDFs, emails. The videos, the images, the encrypted drives? Digital forensics experts analyzed the release, and they calculated that the 3.5 million pages represent approximately 2% of the total data seized. 2%. Where's the other 98%? And now we know why they stopped. Attorney General Pam Bondi, Trump's pick for AG, confirmed in January 2026. On February 12th, she testified before Congress, under oath. Senator Richard Blumenthal asked her directly, "Has the Department of Justice released all evidence related to Jeffrey Epstein?" Her answer? "Yes, Senator. All relevant materials have been disclosed." Lie. Senator Elizabeth Warren followed up, "Are there any videos or images that have not been released?" Bondi's answer? "All evidentiary materials have been provided in accordance with federal guidelines." Lie, again. But here's where she got caught. Senator Chuck Grassley pulled out an FBI inventory report from 2019. The report lists exactly what was seized from Epstein's properties, item by item. Grassley read it aloud: 14.6 terabytes, 6 million pages, 2,000 videos, 180,000 images. Then he asked, "Madam Attorney General, if the FBI seized 14.6 terabytes of data in 2019 and you've released 3.5 million pages in 2026, where is the rest?" Bondi froze. She stammered, looked at her legal team, asked for a recess. Grassley denied it. Finally, Bondi said, "Some materials are classified for national security reasons." National security? Jeffrey Epstein was a pedophile sex trafficker. What does national security have to do with it? Unless the files implicate people in positions of national security. And let's be clear about what national security actually means in this context. When government officials invoke national security, they're usually protecting one of three things: military operations, intelligence sources, or themselves. Epstein wasn't running covert ops in foreign countries. He wasn't a CIA asset in the field. So what national security interest could possibly justify hiding evidence of sex trafficking? The answer? It's not about protecting the country. It's about protecting people in power. Because if those files show members of Congress, cabinet officials, or intelligence community leaders involved with Epstein, that's not a national security risk. That's a political risk, and there's a big difference. So what's in the other 98%? Let's talk about what we know they're hiding. Number 1, the videos. Epstein had hidden cameras everywhere: his Manhattan townhouse, his New Mexico ranch, Little St. James Island, his Paris apartment. Victims testified that Epstein filmed everything, every massage, every party, every private meeting. Those videos are the core of his blackmail operation, and almost none of them have been released. Why? Because those videos show exactly who was involved, and how. Number 2, the client list. We got some names in the January release: Gates, Musk, Andrew, Sultan bin Sulayem. But investigators estimate Epstein had connections to over 1,000 powerful individuals worldwide. Where are the other 950? The files mention the list multiple times. Epstein kept a ledger: names, dates, services provided. Ghislaine Maxwell confirmed it exists. She even offered to release it in exchange for a pardon. But the DOJ says they can't locate the original. Can't locate it, or won't release it. Number 3. The financial records. Epstein moved billions of dollars, but for who? For what? The released files show some transactions, but forensic accountants say the financial trail is incomplete. Offshore accounts, shell companies, crypto wallets. Where did the money come from? Where did it go? Those records would reveal who funded Epstein's operation, who profited from it, and the DOJ isn't releasing them. Number 4. The intelligence connections. Multiple sources have claimed Epstein worked for intelligence agencies, CIA, Mossad, MI6. The theory, he was running a blackmail operation for them, to compromise powerful people. If that's true, then the unreleased files would prove it. And that's a national security bombshell no government wants to drop. So why did they stop now? Why release 3.5 million pages in January, and then shut it down in February? Because of who's getting exposed. Donald Trump is mentioned in the Epstein files over 38,000 times. 38,000. Most of it is innocuous, business meetings, party invitations, phone calls. But some of it, not so much. Emails about the wildest party, photos from Mar-a-Lago events, flight logs. Trump claims he's innocent, says he barely knew Epstein. But Pam Bondi, his attorney general, is now accused of covering up evidence. Congress is asking, is Bondi protecting Trump by stopping the release? Democrats are calling for her impeachment, contempt of Congress, obstruction of justice. Bondi says it's politically motivated, but the numbers don't lie. They released 2%, they're hiding 98%. And the timing? Right after Trump's name started appearing more frequently in the files? Convenient. So what happens now? Scenario 1. Congress forces the release. Multiple senators are drafting legislation to compel the DOJ to release all Epstein files. No redactions, no national security exemptions. If it passes, Bondi will have to comply, or face contempt charges. Scenario 2. Whistleblowers leak it. Someone inside the DOJ has access to the full files, and they're watching this cover-up happen. What if they leak it, WikiLeaks style? It's happened before. It could happen again. Scenario 3. Nothing. The DOJ stalls. Congress moves on to other issues. The media stops covering it. And the 98% stays hidden forever. That's what they're hoping for. Scenario 4. Trump intervenes. Trump could order the release. He's the president. He has the authority. But will he? Not if those files implicate him. Bottom line. The DOJ released 2% of the Epstein files. They lied about it, and now they're trying to bury the rest. Pam Bondi got caught lying under oath. Congress is furious. Investigations are opening. But unless we keep pressure on them, this story disappears. At Political Pulse Daily, we're not letting this go. We'll cover every hearing, every leak, every revelation. Subscribe, turn on notifications, share this video, because they're counting on you to forget. They released 2%. We want the other 98%. And we're not stopping until we get it.